We love his voice, we love his music, and yes, Jeremy Fisher is back in Winnipeg.
Maybe you're just haunting me. Need a fix in my symphony. It's like you're just so far away.
Your songwriting is amazing. What is the thought process now? Does it just come into your mind and you just write it down? Or have you grown to have like a Jeremy Fisher system?
I don't have a system. I mean, it's a little different every time. I just recorded an album this summer that's going to come out next year, and this time around I wrote the whole thing on piano because I wanted to change it up and, you know, try to compose on an instrument I'm not as familiar with. Usually I play guitar. Yeah. And I try to keep some kind of novelty. That's the one common thread. Something new each time, whether it's a new idea I'm exploring or just a new perspective.
It's like water in the desert sun, a cool mirage that I can't touch, some kind of flicker in my eye.
Okay, composing with the piano, different from the guitar. How did the music turn out?
Well, you know, you've got such a range available to you on the piano, and I find that it comes out a little more melodic. There's a little more space in it because, you know, when I play the guitar, it's very strummy and every kind of rhythmic hole is filled, but the piano, it's a little more sparse. And I really went back to my roots. I was born in '76, and so the music I grew up listening to was like late '70s, early '80s pop. And so it's got moments of, you know, Randy Newman, moments of like Stevie Wonder and Prince, I might even say.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really, really diverse record, and I'm happy with it.
As long as you're happy with it, right? But now I guess when you think of these days of all, you know, bringing in the synth and, you know, you can compose almost any kind of sound on the computer. Are you a fan of that, or do you like your music just bare bones?
I like it all. I mean, I'm not a purist in any sense. You know, I think you can have it both ways. And now more than ever, you know, listeners are choosing what they're listening to rather than being marketed at by big companies. And it turns out people's tastes are very diverse as well. I really have been inspired by making my own videos and you know, putting out my last record myself on my manager's label and producing it myself. I think it's exciting. I mean, you know, you can debate back and forth whether it's better or worse, but I think it's just different. And I think that there's a lot of great music now, and we have, you know, advances in technology to thank in part for that. Because it's easier to make a record than it used to be.
Videos now, the new ones that you've come out with are really interesting. I mean, the use of animation and the way you used it. Was there an inspiration for it, or just something that came out of the blue? Well,
I always have little ideas that are coming to me when I'm riding my bike around or driving on tour, and I kind of make notes of them on my phone, and then I think I tend toward animation because it's something that I can do at home. At my kitchen table, I can sit there and draw, or I can build a little set and do animation. But it has, you know, and you can do it on a low budget if you've got the time and are willing to invest the time, because it does take a long time. But I find that you can go so deep on a small budget with animation because you can make anything happen. It's almost, you can make time stop. And it's harder to self-direct a live action video, you know. I think that's why. It's something I can do myself on my own time.
How much time do you spend writing versus touring and performing?
That's a good question. I don't even know. I know that on this last album I took a solid month where that was all I had to do in my schedule to finish up the writing. But I'm always writing. I wrote a song, you know, at the hotel just the other day because I had 2 hours to kill. So it's not, you know, that's what I'm finding the longer I do this. It's more about time management and just finding moments where I can, you know, do a little bit of of video work or do a little bit of songwriting. And you know, today I'll be performing for a total of 40 minutes, you know, but I'm try and fill up my day with other things too.
I don't know how you do it. You must be thinking about music 24/7, but we love it. We love the new album. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Julep. And don't be a stranger. Come and visit us again.
I will, absolutely.
Jeremy Fisher for Backstage. I'm Tracy Kogan.